What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Odd Chopper channel coming to you with another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and notification bells as we get going. Goes a long way for me on this video. Goes a long way for you. You become a prize whenever great content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. Games are underway right now. It's about 9:36 Eastern time here. Houston's getting beat down because, of course, they are small money line play. I feel like a lot of people were upset about that one last night, but hey, I knew what I was dealing with. I was playing with fire, and now we've got Houston on back-to-back. Surely they're going to play well now that I'm going to be going against them. But we'll get to that. We've got 4 games on tap for Thursday, but first, bet $5 over at DraftKings, win $200 of free bets. It's as simple as that. You go to the description box below, you click on that link, and if you haven't signed up at the biggest, best DraftKings sportsbook that exists, well, it's the only DraftKings sportsbook that exists, one of the biggest that exists in our country, take advantage right now because you bet anything, you're going to get $200 when that bet settles. So don't bet most improved player or something. Don't do something ridiculous. Just bet for tomorrow. Get yourself that $200 of free bets. But yeah, Kevin Durant covered his 27.5 in the first half. That's about the only thing that settled on my end here. So lots still to play. Looking forward to recapping the Wednesday card in the premium description box below. You can also sign up for that first week completely free using promo code ELInsider. But again, 4 games. I've done enough dilly-dallying. Let's get to the picks. Our night kicks off with 2 teams on back-to-backs. The Grizzlies visiting the Magic. And holy moly, did the Grizz just eviscerate that terrible Hornets team. Got to rest pretty much everyone in the fourth quarter with the blowout win. So yeah, if there was ever a back-to-back Desmond Bane coming off of a major injury would actually play in, it would be the variety where he was only required for just 26 minutes of duty. In fact, no starter played over 27 minutes on Wednesday. So that means yikes whenever this line drops, as you can assume, full strength. And look at that, -6. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's going to be enough. Just throwing it out there. We'll talk about it as we go here. As for the Magic side, they played quite well. Absent Franz Wagner and Bol against the Thunder. Ended up getting a pretty comfortable W there. But this is a different animal. And knowing their core guys had to run a bit extra, not ideal. Of course, they're getting Franz Wagner back Thursday. They could be getting Bol back, even though that's probably unlikely because of health and safety protocols. And even an outside chance at getting Jalen Suggs. Baby, I'm Jalen Suggs. I don't know. If you guys get that reference, let me know in the video description box below. But we'll have to wait quite a bit here just because -6 seems about efficient. I want to see all of the pieces from the Magic side before firing it up. Can't imagine this moves to 7.5 or 8 that quickly, but be on alert. These back-to-backs, people could rest. You could see Steven Adams on the Memphis side. You could see Paolo Banchero on the Magic side. You never, ever really know. So I'm going to have the wait-and-see approach, but of course, I'm leaning the Memphis side here. No doubt about it. -6 looks decent there. Memphis money line as well. Either one of those going to be my lean in this. The leadoff to the TNT doubleheader is a doozy. The Celtics, fresh off the most embarrassing loss by a contender all season long, not remotely close. Yeah, they're heading to Dallas to take on Luka and company. And let's start with that truly absurd, devastating OKC outing. Luckily didn't bet it, but no SGA active. And the Celtics gave up 150 to the Thunder anyways? What? Now, weird stuff is going to happen in this sport from time to time. It always has, it always will. But that may actually be the weirdest one we've seen in quite some time. Weirdest result, weirdest matchup, weirdest lopsided win. It's just going to happen. We're in this for the long term, baby. Still, it's one game, and even the best teams in the world have off nights in every sport. And now they get Robert Williams back here. He's due back in some capacity. That should certainly help for defensive purposes against the offensive-minded center on the other side for the Mavericks. That is Christian Wood. Useful to have Robert Williams, even if he's coming off the bench. But this is all about Luka versus Tatum, and we all know it. 2 of the preeminent young players in the league squaring off should be fun. And there are some nifty props between the 2 that I have interest in. And if you've watched my videos before, you understand Doncic PRA, that's points plus rebounds plus assists, are things that I've been hammering of late. It's been fruitful. I'm looking that direction again. So I'll save you that one. You can put that one on the back burner. Probably going to be making my card in the Premium Insider Discord. You can sign up for that below. But Jason Tatum over 2.5 threes is -20 right now, which is a run to the window and slam dunk that shit immediately type of play. Now, Dallas, they're decent at defending the 3, 9th in the NBA in percentage allowed to the opposition. but we've got double-digit attempts by Tatum in 2 of the last 4, and the last 2 were wonky blowouts in games that just prevented any sort of volume to be there. And considering this game should be competitive, and he's averaging 3.2 made threes per game this season, this is not a very good opening line. In fact, it's a line we should pop, lock, and drop it. Pop, lock it. We're not going to sing that one. Trick Daddy, that's one thing. This, we're staying away. My favorite play on the entire board for Thursday, Jason Tatum over on 2.5 threes made against Doncic in Dallas. Let's go, Jason Tatum. Let's also go Los Angeles Clippers. Coming up a little bit later in the program. Looking forward to that one. But if you bet $5 on the plus 4.5 that's available right now over at DraftKings.com, signing up in the video description box, of course, you're going to get yourself $200 of free bets. So $5 into 200 is the equivalent of a plus 4,000 winner. If you're completely new to sports betting, I completely understand that might mean nothing to you, but you're betting $100 and you would win 4,000. That's basically the easiest way to think about it. Now, you only have to bet 5 and you're going to get 200. That is a 40-to-1 deal. It is impossible to beat that kind of a deal. So when you sign up at DraftKings, make sure you just do that. Put $5 on the Clippers plus 4.5 when you deposit. Takes you all of about 90 seconds to get everything done over there, and you'll be directly in the game. So if you are checking out this video right now, go to the video description box below on YouTube. If you're listening on podcasts, should be available there as well, and get yourself in the game at DraftKings now. Alrighty, y'all, 2 more games to go. Let's get back to the picks. Houston hosting the Jazz is up next, and we've got some interesting stuff going on in this one. We have Houston on the back-to-back. We have Utah coming off of yet another close home loss, but hey, gotta say, pretty happy about that Sacramento result. Lauri Markkanen continuing to just eat up a whole new level of usage for that basketball team, but I think Houston's the team to really be paying attention to in this one. They're on the back-to-back, and we have a line that's already out. You could look at a Kevin Porter Jr. or a Jalen Green or an Alperen Şengün sitting. They are currently down 20 in the second half, early stages of the second half, to the New Orleans Pelicans. Again, whoopsie, I said small half unit, but plus 240. The line moved in our favor, closed at plus 220 over at DraftKings. So, again, I'm here to be closing line value, not just predict the future. That is what we're here to do. And in that spirit, I think this line is going to be moving up from 232.5, and here's why. We're looking at a very porous defense from both of these teams. Check it out. 27th are the Utah Jazz in adjusted defensive rating. Houston, somehow worse, 28th in adjusted defensive rating on the season. You have Utah playing so poorly around the rim, 30th in rim protection out of, 30 teams in the NBA. Not exactly ideal. Certainly a team that needs to have Walker Kessler develop into something in absence of Rudy Gobert being shipped off to Minnesota. I'm still not happy about that, but 232.5. I have this more in the 235, 236 range, so not a slam, windmill dunk slam type play, but still a decent enough number to be getting in early on. 232.5. I expect this to close a little bit higher. As soon as you hear this, I think this is a decent bet, half unit, 1 unit, whatever you feel comfortable in that regard. That is going to be a play for me on Thursday. And my favorite outright of the night, if you heard me talk about DraftKings, you already know where I'm going with this one, but I want to add up on it. We've got the Clippers, we've got the Nuggets, and of course, Nikola Jokic is fantastic. There's no denying that he's a very good basketball player. They're getting Jamal Murray back in the fray. Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr., Bones Highland, Bruce Brown, everybody seems to be healthy for the first time in a very, very long time for the Denver Nuggets. But that means it's an efficient line on that side of it. And we have a big piece of news waiting in the wings on the Clipper side. It is Paul George. And I am going to be as bold as to say he got on the plane. Yeah, check this out. Twitter's good for a lot of things, like checking whether or not Paul George is on a plane when I'm previewing a slate on a Wednesday night here for Thursday. Fun times. But he went on that plane. That means I think he is playing basketball. It would be kind of strange for him not to stay behind. A lot of injuries, a lot of rehab there. Nicholas Batum already confirmed out. That doesn't really move the needle for me in any way, shape, or form. But I'm putting the onus on this on you. You have to pay attention to Paul George's status because, of course, this is not a lock, slam, dunk play whatsoever if you get Paul George out. If you get him ruled in, there's no way this line isn't moving a little bit in the Clippers' favor. So I already think it's advantageous. I wouldn't be completely heartbroken to get 4.5 points here with a healthy Kawhi Leonard back in the mix for the Clippers. That just matters to me. So this Denver Nuggets team, I think they still have a lot to show outside of Jokic. There's been some guys on the struggle bus, specifically Jamal Murray. I think we're going to see him start playing better as things progress, as he starts to have to take up less usage for this basketball team. They should be playing through Jokic every single possession. There's no doubt about it. But in that vein, if Paul George plays, lock button. Yes, lock button here on the Clippers. Otherwise, I would still probably like a play, but I do expect that line to move to about 5.5, 6. And you could probably jump back in on that side of it too. And that does it for another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. You know what to do. Head to that comment section below. Let me know your favorite plays. I'm always hanging out in that comment section. I love to see when there are great plays on the board. I added some stuff to my card from you guys. Always love when you guys can talk me into a couple of your plays. But if you haven't signed up at DraftKings, let me talk you into that, because bet $5, get $200 of free bets. It's a joke how good of a deal that is, and it's not going to be around forever. I'd be surprised if it was all the way through the entire NFL season, knowing that people would want to bet that anyway. So hurry to DraftKings, bet $5, get yourself $200 of free bets. And yeah, I put it plus 4.5 on the Clippers. I think that's a decent enough spot to put your $5 to work. Alrighty, y'all. I'll be back. Massive slate coming up for Friday. Until then, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets on Thursday.